Get ready.
It's right now. It should be Friday the 13th in October. So,
right. See how happy all these guys are?
It's all gonna change.
They're really happy, actually.
They have no idea. Let me break it down for you real quick, as if I'm good at this game. These are your 6 counselors: George, Mark, Paul, Laura, Debbie, and Chrissy. Loose representations of their characters from the films. I don't think it's pretty loose. Basically, Mark is the best character in the game. Chrissy is also really good. The rest suck. They're kind of more like your, disposable. If someone's got to die, it should be those other 4. You don't want anyone to die. Also, see those 3 cabins north of the lake right there that are squeezed together? There's 15 kids there, 15 young children. They didn't mind if little kids were slaughtered in this game either. 5 in each cabin, and Jason goes after them sometimes. That's the only cabins with little kids in them. So there's 2 separate alarms, one for the counselors if they're under attack. The counselors have their own cabin. You'll notice as I'm scrolling through, a different little tiny cabin will start blinking somewhere on the map. That's their little cabin.
Individual sex cabin.
Right. So little kids are on the lake. Everyone is everywhere else. It's a pain in the ass. You're gonna see that real quick.
So for those that haven't played this wonderful slice of the LJN library, what's your overall goal?
Your goal is to come out of this with defeating Jason 3 times on 3 separate days and not have anyone die. Now, some people take the road of as long as I survive and Jason gets killed, that's cool. Personally, and the other counselors, it's one thing, but see that little kid in the bottom corner, that happy smiley face kid with the number 15 next to him?
Yeah.
He's 7 years old. I feel like if you lose even one of those kids, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
And what kind of counselor were you, right? But other people are like, hey, as long as 14 of them could die and you still beat the game. But if they all die, or if all the older counselors die, you lose. So, just depends on how you want to take it. So, we can start with Mark. It opens up with incorrect information right off the bat. It's actually the lighter you're supposed to use to light the fireplaces. Let's see. So you walk around and throw rocks at zombies.
Now why are there zombies?
Because if there weren't zombies,
because there would be less to do. I heard that they're actually prior Jason victims that are now have come back from the dead. That thing up there is blinking. I gotta see that there's this cabin way on the other side of the map. That's where Jason is. I haven't had time to do shit. I'm supposed to go to all the larger cabins with the lighter, light all the fireplaces, which gives me a flashlight that I don't actually need.
Oh.
So it lights up the cave. There's all this shit. It's almost as bad as Zelda, just way worse. Oh, and Mark jumps like a motherfucker, so if you just want to jump over these guys, you can do that too.
I'm pretty sure this would be the first time that this game is compared to a Zelda game.
In the loosest possible sense.
No, I'm sure there are other times hey, you know that Friday the 13th game? Yeah, that sucks, unlike Zelda.
Yeah.
Let's play Zelda instead.
There's stuff you just gotta know. Wow, I walked right fucking past it. See, there he is. Okay.
Yeah, the map will fuck you up if you're up top because you're still going the same direction on your screen, but you're going a different direction on the map.
So wherever you gotta look at the screen and just imagine.
Like you're rotating around.
Yeah, it's really like wherever you're. I wish I could explain it better. It's counterintuitive, but it actually works somehow. Just keep looking where you are on the screen, and going left is I'm gonna not talk about that anymore. There's Jason's health meter. It's really hard to get down. Okay, check this out. Change, pass, cure, take. I can change and swap with Laura if I want to. I can pass her weapons, like my knife, and she only has rocks. Knife is a better weapon. If I cared about Laura, I could pass her this. I'm sorry, Laura. I can cure her with vitamins that I don't currently have, or I can take stuff like a message on the floor, which isn't around at the moment. So there's Jason.
He's quick as shit.
On the first day, he's not too bad.
This is kind of like a wonky Mike Tyson's punch.
Exactly, except he moves horizontally. Oh, see, and then... oh, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't take much. See, I'm already dead.
Yeah, so we lost one.
I already lost one, and that was the best character in the game. That's the sign of a not good player.
Well, game over, guys. We'll see you
next time.
All right. See you next week on Couch Gurus Dre Sucks. You know what? Since I'm gonna die anyway, let's pick a really bad character, Debbie. Let's just watch Debbie die. There's stuff you can do if you don't suck at this game. You can go in the cave. Jason's mom's head floats around. Let's go look for Jason's mom's head. Check this out.
We can go on a sightseeing adventure.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Let's let these fucking kids die and just go walk around.
So I borrowed this game a long time ago. I remember the first time I played it, we got it from a place called TikTok in Northport. It was kind of like a CVS, but they also rented movies and shit. And I played that, and man, I just remember it being like, yeah, that's one of the things that pissed me off right there. Is that the fucking rock would arc over
your mom!
enemies.
On that note, I'd like to shout out his name was Jason Facebook page that I'm a part of. If you guys want to check this out and watch me suck, I'd be happy to. K. Jason Link, Alex Harrow, all you other jerks, Joe Witter. You can watch me fail in disgrace. God damn it. At least in Contra, I made it like 2/3 of the way through. Oh, here comes Jason. The screen won't let you scroll anymore. I'm dead. Oh, I got rocks.
Dude, how is... He wasn't as fast in the last screen.
It's not even the second day yet. It's a wrap for poor Laura. Yeah.
So you could have out-jumped that.
Like an 8-year-old on Christmas morning that just got this game wouldn't have this many counselors dead. Let's go to the lake.
I mean, we've been trying to go. Yeah, we've been trying to go places, but Jason's not having it.
What are the amenities of this camp? Can we?
Death.
I don't know if you list that as an amenity.
Here's the woods. It's a really dangerous place to be. It's kind of a maze. Ingly bad.
You did it.
Those aren't mounds of dirt. Those are paths. Forced perspective. If that's a path.
They could have shaded it a bit.
For the longest time, I thought that was just a pile of dirt taller than me, but it's actually a path.
Pile of shit taller.
That's Jason going after more camp counselors.
So the music, it sounds like somebody's beatboxing in the background.
Here goes the lake.
Oh, dude, future me, when we're editing this, that was not to the beat.
Put in an actual beatbox clip, just someone really nailing it.
Yeah, his name was Jason.
You can do that.
Hands down the best Friday the 13th page on Facebook, and there are a lot of them. We rock.
How's she throwing the rocks?
It's a guy. See those really scary faceless
they store
kids?
The clones.
Yeah. That's where, this is where I would go if I had to go here.
Where they filmed parts.
Here, let me at least show you the basic layout. That's the door. I turn in the exact opposite direction. That's the really scary kids with no face. Over there is, like, you can go around that corner, and if this was a large cabin, there would be a fireplace there for me to light. Once they were all lit, I would get the flashlight to light up the cave so you can see where you're going. But you don't actually need it because there's a trick to know someone just died. Who died? One of the last girls, so... It's just George and me now.
I like how even though all these other camp counselors have died, they still are smiling and looking pretty cheerful.
Well, they don't know. Ignorance is bliss. He's probably smiling right now.
Our plan worked to bring them here.
Yeah. Still, it's a beautiful day here at Crystal Lake. Fuck you. Out, bitch. You don't even get points. I'm not even trying to jump anymore. You don't even get points for killing them. It's just...
Oh, they're just a nuisance? Like, they don't even
It's because there'd be nothing else to do if they weren't there.
I will say this, though. Despite any shortcomings this game might have, the soundtrack is incredible. Alright, what's the problem? Oh, the children, where I just was... Let's see.
Well,
Here's what I meant, okay?
There's only 51 children. 50! He's killing them by the second!
Check this out. I'm walking to the right? Like, but... never mind.
It's moving to the left.
Yeah.
Because it's accountably
Because
outside.
we're looking at it from the perspective of the way this screen is showing it. You're on the other side, so you really are going that way, because you really are. It works if you think about it, even though I'm not describing it very well at all.
I'd like to imagine that that's how the guy who was describing the map system talked about it. It's like, no, you see, it's from the right, and I'm not doing this well.
See, if you're going by the map here, it doesn't work. Like, once you get up there, it seems like everything has been crisscrossed, but it actually does work if you keep it in perspective of this screen here.
Like everything's a circle, like a racetrack.
Okay, so I'm at the lake. I'm gonna go over here. Oh, as this thing counts down, it's not just like once you reach 0, the kid dies. Kids are dying before it reaches 0. So I may not even make it because I went the long way. Because it's cool with me if children are killed, I guess. It's a wrap. They're dead. Yeah, so that was kind of a waste. Jason's probably still here though, so at least I can die too. They're not saying thank you because 5 of them are now dead. Remember there was 15?
What the fuck, dude?
I know we're scary, but come on. Save us. Friday the 13th,
children.
Part 6 has a scene with children in it. Some people think that Jason wouldn't actually kill a kid because he doesn't in that movie. I think it's just because something else happens and intervenes in time.
Kid didn't piss him off.
Yeah, I don't, or maybe he wouldn't. I don't know. You know, it's
Looks
not
like the
Freddy
Predator.
who-
Like, not
Freddy's
sport.
a dick. You know, Jason's emotional.
Well, Freddy's whole thing was about killing kids.
Yeah, that's his thing. He loves it. What does that say about me? That's my favorite horror franchise.
Oh, which I forgot to say. I watched 4 of the Nightmare on Elm Street. I almost said Friday the 13th. Nightmare on Elm Street movies.
Oh, you finally got past that part 1 hurdle, huh?
Yeah, I binged and watched them all.
Sweet.
Or up to 4.
So what do you think?
Was 4 the Roach Motel one? It always got me with
Yes.
the right here at the elbow.
I really enjoyed how everything was taken seriously, but then when Freddy comes in, it's like he knows he's in a movie and just screwing around.
Yeah.
And it's funny.
Hold on a sec. I gotta film this scene.
Yeah, like it might as well be that. It's just it's really funny.
Get over here, bitch.
Well, among fans, a popular popular rant to have is he got really overly comical and campy as the sequels went on, and that's very true. But he always had dark humor and just in the right proportion to his sinisterness. And I think that's the magic of the character. Of course, by like part 5, he's riding a skateboard and you know.
But I don't think it would have
need to
been
watch
right any other way. I mean, look at the Evil Dead films. I think Evil Dead found its calling when they went with the comedy and did Evil Dead 2.
Yeah.
I think Freddy as a character, they found his calling when they kept with the dark humor.
But fuck Freddy, because this is Friday the 13th,
That's right, it's Jason's time.
and I'm about to die. My name is George, and I'm dead.
What if you just beat him now?
Star power.
Fuck, dude, there's a sweater you can get in this game. There's cool stuff. If you don't suck, there's cool stuff that you can do. I just want, after a couple more hits, he's gonna go. If you don't absolutely suck in this game, what happens is you hit him a couple times, he like fades away and it says you beat Jason for now, and he just keeps coming back. And then that happens 2 more times in the game on 2 separate days to make 3 total. But when you absolutely suck like I do, you don't even really get the chance to. You can't do any worse than me.
Do you want to start from the beginning, Bob?
I was gonna say if you want, we can start it over now with the knowledge that I've
that's
seen.
unfair. Let me not pass that to you.
Okay,
Yeah,
Bob, beat it.
you do yours, and then I'll give it a shot with
On
the
the break
tools
of
I've
destruction.
acquired.
Here you go.
So, one of the reasons this game is like this, Bond, is because back then this was $50.
Yeah.
So, the LJN was like, okay, we got to. Well, not like LJN ever really gave a shit about a lot of things, but at some point they had to justify like, this is a $50 game. We have
But
to.
didn't LJN make Roger Rabbit in that?
LJN made some shit, dude. They just had to make the game long enough, even if it was shitty, to justify the $50 price
It's
tag.
not that the games are bad. It's just that's people that like the angry video game nerd videos, and he just likes to crack on them. They're not bad games. They're just hard as fuck.
Exactly. They had to be hard as fuck.
I feel like
But
it's game
I
design from
seriously
people.
don't like what LJN did to a lot of properties.
It's game design from people who aren't necessarily game designers.
George,
Yeah.
turn around, my dude. Takes a lot of guts to wear a Barney purple shirt and shorts that match when you're a man. But
Like, I enjoyed the game Jaws, but I wanted more out of it. Like, as a kid, I would have liked to have seen more. That was an LJN title. Now, granted, it was inventive, but there were certain things that sucked, like the fact that you only went back and forth from port to port because it made it from being too easy. Some things were just done to keep it from being easy.
I watched a video today. This guy on YouTube beat this shit in just like 22 minutes. And he didn't even pause to ever look at the map. He just, like, was psychic, and it's amazing. All right, look, here's the deal. I'm not gonna survive. I just want you guys to see me beat. Come on, George. Just this temporary thing. Come on.
I want you to survive.
Oh, you fuck.
You can do it.
Come on. I got rocks, though. Like, it's this controller, dude. I'm blaming the controller, even though it's mine. Just... I think my problem is I'm moving around too much. You gotta kind of let him come to you and then just dodge it. Yeah. See, that's the magic.
Remember your training, Drake. Remember your training.
Fuck
Oh.
your mom. Why not?
You and your friends are dead. Game over.
Ow.
Gone.
All right. Now I know what to do. This should be easy.
You still don't know.
How
what
did
to
you
do.
dodge? What was that? Was that a button?
Yeah, left or right.
Then how are you moving?
Slightly less violently press left or right than if you wanted to move.
I thought it was a button. Oh god, this is gonna...
I don't know. That's a great question.
I'll be...
Hold to move, tap to dodge.
I think it's like corner button, maybe? You're hitting it more in the corner to
well,
dodge?
you'll find out soon enough.